In this video, we are going to see how we can manage the budgets in Zoho Books, and that's a very interesting feature, especially if you want to plan your business in advance, how it is going to perform based on different parameters. So budget can be found in the accountant section. Just click on the budgets here. But for the budget to be created, we need a practical example, and this is this one, where we are considering that ABC is a digital marketing business which wants to plan for the monthly budget with growth in 2025. So they are providing different services like social media servicing, like social media management, and they plan to grow 3% per month in that. They are also providing SEO services and graphic designing services, and they have planned the growth at 5% and 1% per month. So these are some of the targets. These are the growth rates, and these are the sales forecast for each month. Similarly, they have some kind of expenses here, and they have also planned in percentage for these ones. Office rent would be intact. Some of them would be intact, like the software subscriptions, miscellaneous, they are not going to change, but the salaries, they are planning to give more salaries or more commissions based on the targets reached. And also utility bills will increase, and advertising and budgeting and advertising and marketing will increase as well if you want to increase the sales, obviously. So this is the complete practical scenario, and you can find this with the resources section of this video. So let's get started. Just click on this budgets from the accountant section and click on create a budget. Here we just choose the budget name and just write here ABC digital marketing budget for 2025. We're gonna set the period from January to December 2025, and the budget should be of monthly targets. As we can see here, it's monthly targets, but we can set quarterly budgets, yearly budgets, whatever your company likes. And we need to add some of the accounts here. We'll click on add accounts, and there is only some kind of accounts that is created here. And also for expenses, we don't have much here. So first of all, let's cancel out of here, leave and discard changes. Let's quickly create some chart of accounts based on these parameters. Let's go to chart of accounts because I want to show you a complete practical example here. So let's create few accounts. First of all, we have one income account, income. This is our direct income, not the other income. And account code, I'll just ignore that. Social media management. New account again. It's an income account. And it will be SEO services. Just paste it in the description as well. Save. And create a new one, which is again of income. And we write graphic designing services here. So graphic design, save. Income accounts are all created, and then we need to make sure that we have all of these expenses available as well. So we have salaries and wages. Let's go to the expenses section. Or let's say that we create all of them separately so that we can track them as well. Salaries and wages, I'll just write here for budget with each so that we can separate it. Let's write for budget. We'll only use these ones. Save. We have office rent. Just stick it in expenses, and it's for budget. You don't have to write this for budget for each ledger, but since I'm using this example in another company where we have maintained some accounts and already placed some entries in particular ledgers, so I just want to keep it separate. Otherwise, you don't have to write this. Click save. You'll just use your main accounts. Utilities. for budget. Just copy and paste it here, click save. Next one is software subscriptions for budget. Copy and paste it here. Again, expense. Advertising and marketing. Let's write for budget. Paste it here, save. And the final one we have is miscellaneous cost. Copy and paste it here, save. Let's go back now. Go to the accountant tab and click on budgets now. Create a budget. Again, we have to write ABC budget 2025. Fiscal year is already selected. We can select different periods for which you are planning. Let's say if you're planning ahead for the future, you can plan it for 2026 as well. So let's create the monthly budget and add some income accounts. Here we have all of these services now. Let's configure it according to that. Social media management. Here it is. We have SEO services. Here it is. And we have graphic designing services. Graphic design, here it is. Click on update. All of them are added. Let's go and do the same for expenses. So for expenses, we have this salaries and wages for budget, office rent for budget, utilities for budget, software subscriptions for budget. We have advertising and marketing, and we have miscellaneous expenses for budget. Click update and all of them are added. Click on create budget. And here we need to fill all of these details. Now we have the choice, either we can manually fill all of these or we can use the feature of autofill here. So let's take an example of the first service according to this project, and that is social media services. Initially, we start from 4,000 for the January month. Social media management. So let's add 4,000 here. Now, the growth rate of social media management is planned at 3% monthly. So it's our choice if we want to fill all of these details manually, or we can use the autofill feature for that. So let's say for the social media services, first is 4,000 and the growth rate is 3%, right? So 4120 should be the sale in February, then March, then April. So it should be this way. But if we fill all of these details manually, it might take a lot of time. So we click on autofill here and apply a fixed amount for each period. I'll just select that. But instead, we don't want to apply a fixed amount. We want to apply a fixed adjustment percentage. So the growth rate is planned at 3%, right? Add the amount calculated from the percentage to each period existing amount, because the growth rate is always planned on the new figure. But it shows an example that it will make the January as 4120. We don't want that. So let's click on the first period, and the first period amount is 4,000. Just fill in that first, and it will show you the preview before adding as well. 4120 for the second month, 4243.6 exactly matches this, 4370.9 for April. All good. Click apply, and automatically these all fields will be filled right away. How cool is that? Same thing, let's go for SEO services, and the growth rate is planned at 5%. So SEO services, click here. Adjustment percentage is 5% from the first period, and the initial amount is 3,000. Let's preview it before saving. So first month it's 3,000, 3150, 3307, 3427.8. All good. Apply, and automatically all will be filled. Just do it in the same way for graphic designing. Adjustment percentage, it's at 1%. First period amount needs to be mentioned. That is 2,000, 2000, 2020, 2040, and similar thing goes on. So apply, and as you can see, all the budget is created for a complete entire year based on the autofill options right away. By the way, guys, if you click on autofill options, we have many options here. Apply a fixed amount each period. That means if the growth is planned for, let's say in amount, it should be 2,000. Let's do an example of expenses and then I'll show you the revised version. So let's say that we have gradually planned to increase our advertising and marketing expenses in a certain amount and not the percentage. I'm just showing you an example, not following it according to the project, just showing you the other options of what we have in budgets. So click on autofill options, and let's say that I want it to be adjustment amount. So the first period amount is, let's say we have initially planned to spend a monthly budget on advertising of $1,000, and it should be increased each month with 500. So I'll just fill 500 here. So it should show something like this. First month, the budget is 1,000. Then second month, it's 1,500, then 2,000, 2,500. And let's apply to see it for all months. So up till December, it always increases it with 500 each month. So we reaches up to 6,500 by the end of December. So this could be done as well, but we are just following our project. So let's move back to the scenario where the salaries and wages are planned to increase at 2% per month. Let's leave it as it is. Go to salaries and wages, autofill. It's by percentage. Adjustment percentage is this. First salary. We need to see the first salary amount. That is 3,000. 3,000. Planned to be increased at 2% per month. So 2% per month should be increasing, and we need to see these columns right here. In the January, it should show 3,000, then 3,060, then 3,121, then 3,121, and then 3,183. All good, perfect. Click on apply, and it should fill all of these projections or budget up till December. That's good. Next one we have is office rent, which is fixed. $800 per month, and it's fixed and it's practical. So click on autofill, apply a fixed amount for each period. I'll just fill it with 800 for all months and click on apply, and it will be filled right away. So up till now, you can see that how amazing options do we have to create the budget easily in Zoho. Miscellaneous expenses are 100 initially, and let's say that they are fixed. So we just keep the budget of some extra expenses, and it's a fixed amount of 100 each month. Click apply. Next one is utilities. So utilities, autofill. 1% per month should be increasing. Adjustment percentage, 1% per month will be increasing, and the first amount of the utilities is 150. So 150. Next month it should be 151, 153.02, 154.55. All good, matching with the assignment. Next is software subscriptions, and software subscriptions are fixed. So let's click on autofill here. Adjustment amount, apply a fixed amount for each period. Let's choose that. software subscriptions. So it is 200 every month. Just fill it, click on apply, and we are good to go. Advertising and marketing is planned at 5% per month. So click on that. Adjustment percentage, 5% per month is expected to increase. And the first month budget is 500. So next month it should be 525, then 551, then 578, all matching with our project. Click on apply and we are good to go. Miscellaneous is already set. So I guess nothing is left here. Already set. And also we can match it with total expenses. For January, it should be 4750. For January, it is 4750, 4836. For February, 4836.50, 4925.47, 5017.98. So it is matching each and everything. Click on save.